main thing I've seen is Steam releasing the machine. Eminem on the thing. Yeah. Big drop by Steam. Like the typical Valve way to do things is to, on a random Thursday, make a fucking industry altering announcement on YouTube and don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
They had everything prepped though, because you notice with these, like, they're kind of very coordinated marketing campaigns where, like, the initial thing will go out and then 1 or 2 minutes later, every YouTuber has their, like, review and first look, because they get given access a couple of weeks before, they get to prep their video, and they're all scheduled all at the same time, so it's like a mass barrage, which is really cool because you get to see all the different perspectives on things.
Yeah, but who controls that? Who, like, because
Steam's
the
marketing
Valve
team.
Yeah, but the Valve go, because these YouTubers are obviously their own people.
There'll
so
be NDA.
They could be like,
so it'll be an NDA embargo, and they'll be like, if any of you fuckers crosses the line,
if you schedule
we'll come
that
after you for all you have.
1 second before we go
Genuinely,
live.
it's that deep. Yeah, they do it with phones as well. So every like Samsung, Apple, all of it, they do the same arrangement with all of them.
Yeah, it's a good deal though, because you're getting like an early scoop. And
Being a tech YouTuber is like,
how does it not leak though? Because everything leaks.
Most leaks come from inside. But
tell that to Titanic, mate.
Yeah, well, I suppose it did come from the outside, but you know, euphemisms aside, it's usually like someone, like the first prototype is made in house, and someone's like,
what we're working on,
but they're not really serious leaks, are they? It's just like a new phone in it.
Yeah, it's not like, this is something that's never been made before. I
can't remember the last time that happened. I think the most like the funniest leak I've ever heard of was through, you know, the War Thunder game, where you can play as like tanks or planes or whatever.
Yeah,
their community is so like unbelievably detailed. Like War Thunder is very war accurate to like the specs and like how these things operate. Right,
for a free game, that's crazy.
Yeah,
sponsor
to the point where they've got massive Discord communities. Right, there are people that are so enthusiastic about this game that work within the military that literally provide a full blueprint, like diagnostics on how like a tank works, and they like share them amongst themselves. So there's been at least 2 US military leaks based on how certain like tanks or planes work or whatever, come straight from the military for people playing War Thunder because they're that fucking on it.
Damn,
it is bizarre, mate.
So you can literally test it out. But then how accurate is like the fighting part? Like
I've never played the game. I don't even know how it works or what the benefit would be in terms of sharing like the blueprint of like a freaking Tiger tank or whatever they're using, but like I'm not sure if it's to call out like they're just arguing like, no, it has a twin exhaust, and then it's like, I'll prove it, and then they're just fucking chucking classified material.
Thing I told you.
And they're just like, oh, is this a crime?
Yeah,
It's a fucking crime right now.
That's pretty. It's definitely against the law. But that's crazy.
Shouts out to the War Thunder whistleblowers out there.
Yeah,
but that actually happens all the time. But going back to the launch,
yes,
the Steam Deck is already out. I'm not sure if they're going to do like a refreshed one that goes out with these. I didn't hear anything about that.
I don't think so.
But it's just to add to their physical architecture, I guess. So you've got the Steam Deck now. You have the Steam Machine, and you remember the name because I keep forgetting the freaking name of
Frame.
it.
I literally nearly forgot
the
again.
Steam Frame, the VR headset.
Yeah,
all of them look quite cool.
And the controller. There's a new controller.
I think the controller looks hella ugly, but I've never used one. But I know like the whole mouse pad element is really important when using Steam stuff. People like it on the Steam Deck.
Well, I guess it brings that PC element like mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, I'm just like such a console bro. I can't even like imagine myself using it.
Yeah,
in
I
any
don't
scenario.
know what you would need to use it, but it depends on the game, I guess. Specifically.
Yeah, maybe if it's for games that are more like point and click rhythm games or something, that would be like mouse or nothing, or maybe it is actually just to navigate the menus better.
I think I saw it like shared for an example, like a card game, and you can just flick the cards up, like, you know, like a dual card game or something like.
Is that on Balatro or
poker
whatever that is?
Yeah, there was different options for it, but then games or manufacturers, like developers, can use that as we'll just throw that in. Yeah, you've got that on PlayStation, really, haven't you? Got the touchpad.
Fucking stupid. I hate it when they make me do stuff for the touchpad.
I never, literally no game I ever used even like integrates it at all. So
story games will do it a lot.
Yeah,
like it'll add it as like a quick time event or something, or like flick up to do this one thing, and like the whole game, you're like, why would you make me go out of my way to take my hand off the controller and do this?
I mean,
I hate you.
The only thing I think I've ever really used it for is just like looking at the scoreboard in a multiplayer game because it's just like the middle.
Yeah, because that's what it's for.
Yeah, it's just such a big space for nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely like early days, PlayStation 4 had it first, right? And then like you could just text on it.
Yeah.
And I did that like once and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But that was long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not practical in
No.
any shape or form. I've always liked how they've integrated audio into the controllers, though.
Yes.
Like, they do it a lot on Cyberpunk. Like every phone call will come through on there. I think they do it on
I
GTA.
don't know if I like that though.
Well, I like it
because you like, especially if you're playing late at night and you want it to be quiet. You've got your headphones on, and it's like, or you don't have your headphones on, so it would all come out there.
Nico, let's go bowling.
Yeah, literally like mechanics like, hey, I'm outside. Where are you?
You
like,
got your wheels.
Yeah, or even on FIFA, the whistle blows.
Yeah, that must be quite shrill.
For the ref and stuff. So it's just
because
got everything turned down. And it's like you're like, shut up.
Scott.
But yeah, the Steam Deck's got. The Steam controller. I don't know if it's got audio, but it's got obviously the buttons on the back that can map. And then the frame has got audio built in. But it's not directly into your ear. So
is it like bone conduction or like the surround sound type?
Surround sound, but like let's say you're playing whatever or doing whatever, everyone can sort of hear what you're playing or doing around you. So that's a bit dangerous.
Hey, what you doing? Oh, nothing. Oh.
I'm winning the game.
The best game I've ever played. Oh,
yeah. But the Steam machine is literally a tiny cube. I think it's like
literally the size of a GameCube, which is the really impressive thing.
And it's a genuine PC. Like you can, it's not just you don't just press on and it's just the Steam library. It's like
you can just go full PC mode if you want.
Controller to do it. Like I think it's gonna change living room gaming.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Because they've tried this once before. Like literally, like in 2014, they tried to release one of these.
Yeah,
I think it was based on like Linux, and it just did not work.
Yeah, but it's too early.
Yeah, it was too early. I think they've definitely got it right this time. The thing that they didn't release though was price point, because you've got a PC that's not going to be for your ultra high end people. This is for plug and play people that cannot be asked to build their own computer, and I'm in that camp. Yeah. I was literally looking at PCs the other day, and I was like, my last one I got, it like something's gone wrong with it. And I know it's already 4 years old. So if I went to just like go repair the thing that messed up, or like upgrade just the SSD to give me more, or just the RAM, for instance, I start looking at every component going, that's out of date now, that's out of date now. Yeah. And it's just like, bro, I cannot be bothered to individually do all this. Like, I'm not a PC enthusiast. I'm not sure if I could even remember how to put them back together, because I built one years ago, probably 10 years ago, and with help, and then my last one was I got one of my mates to suggest what I should put together, and then he built it for me, and I chucked him a few quid to do it, because I was like, I don't wanna.
It's so one, lazy, and then two, like it just doesn't compute in my mind to build things and do all of that little jazz. So I'm such a loser. I'd just rather just either buy one pre-built and all that, or just a console that just you know what you're getting.
I think that's why our whole friend group has never really got into PC gaming. It's expensive, and it's just the build. It's just like there are a couple of people in the group that know how, I think, but like it's not something that every person wants to do. So I think this is the right place, right time. I think the thing that will fuck it though is PS5 and Xbox just gone up. So you try and buy a new one now, I think it's like $700, right, or $650 at least. If this thing comes in at like, even though probably if it comes in at like $1,000 or £1,000, it's gonna be like, ooh.
That's what I was saying to you. I was like, I don't really understand why I would want it if it's that
too
expensive.
Much. Yeah, it needs to be somewhat competitive.
Because then I might as well just buy. Because I was thinking, for the living room or something. Because then you can use it for all sorts, right? Because it's a PC. But I just if it's more expensive than just another console, and I'm only going to use it for chilled console sort of gaming, or I mean the Steam library is massive, of course. You can have all the options, but it's just from what I've seen, it doesn't look like it runs games perfectly, like especially like multiplayer games and stuff like that. You have to sort of.
Well, I think it all just depends on the computer you play it on. I think that's the annoying thing. That's
what we're talking about, the machine here, the Steam machine, like itself.
It said, I remember the reviews I watched said it can play everything on Steam without a question. But it's just if you're trying to 4K mega max it to 100 hertz, like it's probably less than 10% of gamers are playing 4K 120 consistently.
Yeah, but
You'll
why-
play 120. So you usually make a decision. You go 4K, but like 30 frames to 60 frames,
Yeah.
or you go
1080,
1080,
120.
120, or 144.
Yeah.
Like because most like otherwise your computer's going even if you got a big one because like sometimes there's no point.
True, but I
Depends on the game.
It's just that I don't know. Maybe we need to sort of just like maybe I don't know. Can you go to like game anymore and just test out? Remember when you could just go and play the PlayStation?
I miss those days.
And
if
just
we could even
test it.
find a game that's still open,
They're in like Sports Direct now, aren't they? But
yeah, that's what I mean. They don't have like the test out any stuff anymore.
No.
I think it would be a good call. I think maybe I reckon Valve will do some pop ups in London. Maybe.
yeah,
I think, but that's the closest we'll get. But then again, it would just be like testing out a computer. But I think the impressive thing is it's just that small because I think there was a big complaint this gen about how big the new consoles were.
yeah, that's true.
Like compared to the PS4 or the PlayStation 5 was fucking massive. And it still is. It's a massive white
And so is
brute
the
in the
Xbox.
middle of my front room, which my missus looks at every now and again and goes,
It's ruining the aesthetic of the room.
yeah, we got this like got like the homely feel going on, and it's just this iceberg right here in the corner. It's like, what are you doing here?
Hey,
But then that's why I got the when I got the Xbox, I got the one with no disc tray,
yeah.
just because it was a hell of a lot smaller, and I
Yeah.
haven't inserted a disc into my PlayStation in like 2 years.
Neither have I, to be fair.
Even though we probably should go back to buying physical media, otherwise it's going to die off, and we'll be nothing to be happy. But you know,
We're already there, aren't we? Like, there's nothing you can do about that.
submit to your robot overlords.
The frame, though, I did see that they've got this sort of, I can't remember the name, it's very technical, it's not that technical, but it's called something streaming. So the idea of it is that it, within the frame itself, wherever your eye looks, it attracts your eyes, and then everything else, it downgrades the quality. But only what
Is
you're
it
seeing.
called foveated view? Is
That's
that
it, foveated
Yeah.
streaming. So whatever you're looking at is perfect, but because obviously everything else doesn't need to be, it makes the game run smoother and it's quicker. And it's its own thing as well. You don't need to get the machine. And I know if you get both, and obviously...
Or if you have an existing PC, you can hijack that to play high quality
or
games.
anything, right? I think you can use the frame to connect, like you can with the Meta Quest and stuff like that. But I think... if you get the two together, it works like so seamlessly.
Yeah.
And then...
And this is the thing, you're like, okay, and this might be why they went 4K 60 at max, because I think their headset eyeballs can go up to like 110 frames or 120 frames for each eye.
144.
144, okay. And then, but, you know, with like frame rates and streaming and all the rest of it, trying to stream 4K 120 to a headset might not be so effective.
With
So
the foveated part, though,
possibly,
I think that
but
makes it better.
for like the smoothest experience that works anywhere, they probably downgraded on purpose.
Maybe.
Because Valve are always usually about the gameplay.
Yeah.
So, you know, graphics are becoming less and less of a selling point in a lot of things. Because I think we're all starting to realise, hang on a minute, we've had no good games in a hot minute, but they've all had great graphics. Starting to give less shit about graphics and want more and more good games.
Yeah. Like how far better can these graphics really get? Like,
I genuinely think we might be peaking at the moment, because
Yeah.
the next step is like full reality immersion, which is only going to come when the VR headsets get to that crazy degree, and that's like things in Cyberpunk where you put something in the back of your head and you're experiencing it.
I don't know actually, because if you looked at like Hollywood films and stuff and all the special effects, theoretically, surely it can get to that stage where you're watching.
I think most games are. It depends on the game you play, because you don't play many story games, do you?
No, but even I mean like a blockbuster film like Avatar. Maybe you could literally play Avatar and it looks like Avatar. Do you know what I mean?
I see.
That's
there's
where
still a little bit of a gap between like
doesn't
CGI
look like
trailers
that.
and films and gameplay, but like,
and like cutscenes. Like I'm talking.
how will that
pure,
even affect your enjoyment of the game?
That's
Maybe
like
that makes me sound like an old head, but like it doesn't
like
make a fucking difference. I mean,
64K. Do you know what I mean? That's
but just look at Fortnite. Like, you know,
everything's
it's
going
just like
cartoon.
it's often for me it's about art style as opposed to graphics. You can have something with insane graphics. I think it was the Order 1866 or something like that. It was like a werewolf vampire hunter game. Some of the best graphics I've ever seen, but it was essentially one giant cutscene where you'd play and shoot in between it and get back to it, because it was a tech demo. That's all it was, because it put all the effort into looking that good. And if you go and play it now, it's still incredible looking, but it's like, at what cost? You know,
Yeah, but
that
that's
game
what I
could
mean.
have been
If
much
we
more.
keep evolving, that's what I think will be the final pit stop. Like you can't beat that, right?
Suppose, yeah.
Pardon you.
Someone doing some goddamn construction in my studio, bro.
But yeah, I think it's exciting. But yeah, like you said, the price point is going to be the factor, I think, for us specifically. Because I bet when it
Headset
dropped,
too.
you said it to me, but I bet we were like, ooh.
Yeah, because we've talked about it constantly. Like we
Yeah.
are console bros that have flirted with the idea of PC, but never had the technical know-how nor the budget to be like, I can justify spending $1.50 on a computer that will last me 1 or 2 years before I have to put another £1,000 component into it.
Yeah, that's
like,
where it gets
It
you.
is a hobby thing in my
Yeah.
perspective. Like if you've got the money for it and you've got the interest, PCs for you is the PC master race, and they all like to lord around and spend all their money on it. But if you just want to boot up COD or Battlefield or Fortnite or FIFA, what on earth is the point? But
Exactly.
we do then miss out on all of the indie games and the mods, and that's where it looks like so much of the fun is happening.
And I do think now that this frame is catching like real buzz, I think more developers will make better VR games as well.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
And I think they have been doing that because of the meta and stuff. But
yeah, because the Steam platform is just much easier for like anyone to make games for.
yeah,
So there's probably just going to be loads of way more fun experiences. Like we could have like a week or two's hilarious experience out of a game we picked up for £2 that we can play on the VR headset.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Steam as well, it's just so much cheaper.
yeah,
Like normal mainstream games are still like £40 or something, and I haven't looked on Steam for a while, but them Steam sales go hard.
Yeah, they hit you.
I still have, from when I've played on PC, I still have a fairly decent Steam library that I just don't play. So I'm like,
see, I'd be starting from scratch. That's the only thing as well. I think. Well, I've got like a couple because I've from years gone by, but
mate, coming on
I
a
might
Steam
not even
sale,
know the log on for it.
you'd probably run out of space before you ran out of budget. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there
Especially because we're picking up all the little things you want to pick up. Like we get Phasmophobia, and we get like, you can play all the old games you wanted to play. Like, I've got Sonic Adventure 2
So
on
I
Steam.
would get like Find the Latin and like,
Find the Latin.
and I would get
what
like
the fuck is that even called? Was it like 9/11 or something? I'm pretty sure it was called that. Yeah.
1911, right?
1911. 9/11.
But then like Simpsons Hit, like anything like that, right? It's complete. Is it on Steam?
Yeah.
Right. So
Wait.
anything.
Wait a minute. I don't know.
Maybe it's not, but
I've got it installed on an emulator, but
yeah, but I think it's just anything like that. I think that's the intriguing part. But if it is like $1,000, I'm gonna be like, no, I don't think I'm gonna do
but
it.
even then, it might convince me because I'll just wait for the price to come down a bit.
Yeah, but then
Because
you'd want to get the frame as well, wouldn't you? Let's be honest.
I'm not that bothered about the frame because I need to see how it stacks up to things like the Meta Quest 3. Because the Meta Quest 3 still is the best standalone VR headset,
But it's
and
cheaper.
it has a lot more.
It's affordable.
Yeah, it's
for
more
what it is.
affordable, but also it has Meta's been at this game the longest for like the whole headset thing. So more apps, more things to do, an active community. Steam has its community there, but like, what else can it offer apart from giving me a big screen to look at my Steam library? Because then it's a different question. Like, what else does it do apart from allowing me to play my Steam games on a big ass screen?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sort of intrigued by this from a personal point of view because I'm becoming those people on Wall-E at the end where like
You float around in a fat chair.
I think this is where I will get to. The ergonomics of just like sitting at a desk. I'd rather just whack on this thing, have a big screen, sort of lay down and be able to.
We're so fucking cooked.
Honestly, I know that's the way. I know I shouldn't.
I do
know
wanna
should be
test
sitting
it.
up nice and straight, having a really good posture for in my chair for posture,
Yeah,
and
you ain't doing that.
and have it eyeline. It's just all of that, right? I'd rather just lay down,
Yeah.
have my thing on, the screen's anywhere I want it to be, and I can just work because I'm getting.
I like
honestly,
the
Wall-E.
concept, but again, it depends on because they're still getting the headset thing right. So, for instance, you think Apple and the Vision Pro, with how expensive it is, you'd think it'd be the best visual experience and the best wearing experience.
No, it's not.
But actually, people have said it's way too front heavy compared to the Meta or like the
Or
like the
even
HTC
this
Vive. I think
frame
that
as
one.
well. It's got the battery pack.
Yeah,
at
so
the
from
back,
what
so
I've
it
heard,
levels out.
it's balanced well, but you
Yeah.
never know until you've done a long-term review. Because then, if you are in a proper game sesh, but you've decided to like let's say we're on the new Battlefield, but you've decided to log in on the headset. We're 1 hour, hour and a half deep, and you're starting to get your neck starting to hurt,
True.
and you're like, shit, I can't like. It's gonna be long to swap out. How do I go about this? Or you've gone, I'm getting the frame instead of a new TV because they're probably going to be the same cost. Now I'm stuck and I have to do it because I know I think the previous Quest had just the 2-strap, like the frame, but then in the new one they added a top strap to help support both.
Right.
So, but I think sometimes you could buy that, and I think the Apple update, you could buy an extra strap for probably like 200 quid, and they fleece you for it. But that's why I'm hesitant about it.
I hear
it's
that
right in theory, but until they're like as light as these, I don't think they'll take off as mainstream as they think they will. I think we're right before the right time for it.
I think it's a good step towards it, but I think I've also heard that these things obviously give you motion sickness and all sorts like that. I know that they said the
frame rate helps because the closest you can get to the human eye, the better.
Yeah.
But I think it also then depends on the individual.
Yeah, true.
Because some people get motion sick over nothing, mate.
Yeah, put me in a car, mate, and on my phone, I'm like...
Like, some people, like, even out of a car, my mum and my sister can't play any game that's, like, not a 2D scroller. Like, if they played, like, the new Crash Bandicoot, they'll feel sick looking at it.
Damn.
So there'll be people out there that just can't do shit. So it can't become as mainstream unless it is true to vision. Yeah. And I think we're almost there. Give it another 5 years, maybe another 10, and it's going to be like the most normal thing. No TVs in houses anymore, just goggles on couch.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if it's scary or a cool thing. I can't quite tell.
Yo.